Fiza, you know you could fall from chasing after those butterflies.
They are beautiful and I want to have just one of them to myself. But why are they always perching on flowers? It would seem that they love beautiful flowers too.
Yes, they are attracted to the flowers and also get their food from them. Remember that living things are things that have life in them. And some of their characteristics is that they can move, feed, breathe, and so on. Living things include human beings, animals, and plants. Butterflies are animals, so they need to feed. Now, let us take a trip to the school farm and learn more about the animals we can find there. Now that we're here, we'll first start with animals that live in the soil. Some of the animals that live in the soil are earthworms, millipedes, and centipedes. These animals live in cold, wet, or moist soil. They cannot live in dry and hot soil because if they do, their body will dry up and they will die. They move through the soils by crawling through soil particles and dead leaves of plants. Can you see the tiny rings on their body? These tiny rings divide their body into smaller parts. These rings are called segments. So we can say that earthworms, centipedes, and millipedes have segmented bodies. When touched, a millipede will react by coiling up to protect itself. One major difference among them is that earthworms do not have legs, but centipedes and millipedes have tiny legs that help them move from one place to another. The next kind of animals we'll be talking about are insects. Ants, flies, and butterflies are insects. Do you know how you can tell which animals are insects?
No, Auntie, please tell me.
Insects are small animals. Their body is divided into 3 parts: the head, thorax, and abdomen. Their head is found at the front of their body, and it is where their eyes and mouth are located. They also have something that looks like 2 ropes called antennae on top of their head. The middle part of the insect's body is the thorax. Their 6 legs are attached to it. Also, if an insect has wings, it will be attached to the thorax at the top of it. Their abdomen is located at the bottom of the insect's body, and it is where they keep the food they eat and digest. Some insects have mouth pads that they use to suck their food from plants or other animals. Examples of these insects are flies, mosquitoes, and butterflies. Others like grasshopper, ants, and beetles have mouth pads which they use to bite and chew their food. Some insects like flies, mosquitoes, grasshoppers, butterflies, beetles have wings which they use to move from one place to another. Insects like grasshoppers, ants, and some butterflies move from one place to another in groups to look for food and where to give birth to their young one. The next animals that we can see in our school farm are mammals. A mammal is an animal that has a backbone and can grow hairs on the body. Examples of animals that are mammals are rats, rabbits, dogs, cats, goats, cow, lion, tiger, and many others. We have some of them in our school farm here. We have rabbits, goats, and dogs. Many mammals live on land and they move from one place to another using their legs. Some also live in the water, and examples are whales, and dolphins. Some mammals like goats, rams, cows have horns, while others like rat, rabbit, lion, and tiger do not have horns. Some mammals like cows, wolves are called social animals. This means that they live in groups. They help each other to look for food and protect themselves from enemies. Many mammals show different behavior and they make different sounds when they are afraid, happy, angry, hungry, or when they are looking for each other. Can you mention some mammals and the sounds they make?
Cats mew, dogs bark, goats bleat, cows moo, while animals like bear, lion, and tiger roar.
Excellent! We've learned a lot about animals today. Let's take a few questions. Question 1. The small rings on the body of an earthworm is called option A, lines, option B, head, option C, segments, option D, body.
The correct answer is option C, segment.
Question 2. Which of the following is not part of an insect's body? Option A, feather, option B, head, option C, thorax, option D, abdomen.
The answer is option A, feather.
Today, we've learned that animals are living things because they can breathe, move, feed, grow, and so on. The different kinds of animals that can be found in a school environment are earthworms, millipede, butterflies, ants, grasshopper, rabbits, goats, and so on. Earthworms, centipedes, and millipedes have segmented body and they live under the ground. The body of an insect is divided into 3 parts: the head, thorax, and abdomen. A mammal is an animal that has a backbone and can grow hairs on the body. That's all for now. I hope you had fun learning. See you next time. Bye-bye.